Hey love, I'm Sharr Smith, intuitive energy alchemist and spiritual teacher. Welcome to Journey to Self, an emotional wellness and self-discovery podcast here to ask the powerful questions so you can reveal the true potential that exists in all things for yourself, like your life, your business, and your manifestations. Journey to Self is your reliable resource for learning how to adapt and overcome. Each episode, we cover topics that allow you to hold space for yourself and pay attention to where your thoughts are building momentum. This is so you can take control and transmute the energies of stress, anxiety, and even burnout and begin to create a happy, healthy, and balanced life. Listen, y'all are working my nerves, okay? If I hear one more person say or see another fucking post of y'all crying helpless and playing victim because of Mercury retrograde, I'm going to scream. Stop fucking blaming Mercury or any other retrograde for all of your damn problems. This is inherently a form of spiritual bypassing. If you don't know what that is, it's when you use spiritual ideas and or practices to avoid or suppress difficult emotions, feelings, psychological wounds, and developmental exercises that challenge your identity, way of being, way of thinking, and fundamental beliefs and or perceptions. Yes, the energy of this astrological event does impact you, meaning there is a meeting of and as well as an energetic exchange of energy happening between your own energy and the energy of Mercury in a retrograde or a direct state. However, it is your responsibility to recognize where you are being led to in the energetic exchange and to recognize where resistance is happening, recognize where you need to and are being called to doing the work, and fucking address what you insist on avoiding. Another big problem here is that a lot of y'all don't actually understand how energetic exchanges work. One of the best tools accessible to help you with this is human design as well as astrology. Even better if you are someone who, like me, enjoys combining the two and you study astro-human design. I digress. The energy itself of retrograde, period, regardless of what planet is in retrograde, is to help you slow the fuck down and be intentional, knowledgeable, wise, and present in your own damn life. And for those of you who are like knowledgeable and wise, that's the same thing. No, it's not. To be knowledgeable or knowledge, right, is the acquisition of information. Wisdom, or to be wise, is the application and integration of that information, okay? Y'all are wasting so much valuable time and energy blaming and complaining about what you can and can't do because of Mercury retrograde. Baby, I hate to break it to you, okay? But Mercury retrograde only happens 3 to 4 times a year. What the fuck is your ass doing in the meantime, between time? Like, are you serious? I feel like we quickly forget that Mercury retrograde is working and operating off of shit we ourselves have created. Remember, this is an energy exchange that is happening. You bring your shit, aka your power and the energy that you were born with, and Mercury brings its power and energy to help you move through, sort through, and recalibrate it. Like it's literally slowing down all the shit you decided to believe in, take action on, or lack thereof, and say yes or no to, so you can keep what works specifically for you and your own energy and fucking leave what doesn't. How dare any of us take such a gift for granted? How dare any of us dismiss this pure, intentional, energetic expression and reduce it to such a trivial ideal? Don't forget, you yourself are an energetic frequency of pure intentional expression too. If you have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about or wish to dive down that rabbit hole deeper, then go and watch my Substack videos and other content on knowing and understanding your own purpose. Lord knows you fucking have a fit. You would have a freaking fit being treated the same way that you are going about and thinking about Mercury retrograde. Instead, how about considering the frequency is being expressed as an opportunity for you to play in and level the fuck up? Mercury is all about communication, the mind and the way that you think. So what is your self-talk looking like? How well are you listening to yourself, your body, your own inner truths over seeking validation from others? Like, are you listening to your own feelings and emotions to react, avoid, and obediently respond? Or are you listening to them to understand what you specifically need to feel safe, sane, and secure, regardless of what's happening, who's around, or what the fuck is going on? What's happening with the way that you communicate? Are you standing on business? Are your boundaries clear? Are you speaking with substance or merely speaking to be seen? Does it even support the way that you want to feel and honestly express yourself? Or does it support you overthinking, second guessing, self-doubting, being stressed, and full of anxiety for no reason? Mercury retrograde is giving you a chance to practice stillness, aka the absence of movement or sound. In this case, the absence of you hustling, rushing, and consuming media and or outside voices and opinions. In other words, it's at least how I define stillness, holding space for you to allow gentleness within and about the self. In human design, specifically gate 52, this energy is described and defined as self-imposed inaction for the benefit of assessment. Only when it comes to Mercury retrograde, you no longer have the option to press snooze on the alarm system and ignore or press mute on the need to do so. And the nature of what is being assessed is determined by the energetic perspective of the zodiac sign that the retrograde is happening in at the time the planet in question, again, is either retrograde or, in the other case, goes direct. Now, while the information in this episode is timeless, and I know this is a little bit different than what y'all are used to hearing me come on here and do this is a bit of a rant, but it's some things I got to get up off my chest and some things that need to be corrected, okay? Because this shit is insane. I digress. While the information in this episode is timeless, currently Mercury retrograde is happening in Leo, which is all about leadership, self-expression, generosity, being seen, vitality and liveliness, creativity, drama. And I want to stop for a second. Drama as in the exciting, emotional, or unexpected series of events or set of circumstances happening in your life right now versus where you are being performative, okay? Not drama as in a play. Well, technically, I guess it would be as in a play in terms of where you're being performative. I digress. But this energy of Leo also encompasses the ideas and concepts and experiences of the ego and identity, your purpose, your willpower, and your spirit. Spirit as in the health and well-being of your own spirit, or feeding and nourishing your soul with things that support vitality, okay? This particular energy is where we will be in from today, which is the 18th, so July 18th through August 11th. Now, this masculine energy of Leo desires to center itself in the here and now and consciously concentrate on something specific in the realms of creativity and or spiritual development in support of your own personal brand of perseverance. Okay, so this is fixed energy. So you are looking at where things appear to be unchanged and downright avoided because it's not fun to face or deal with or address. As a fixed sign, this particular energy of Leo just so happens to be energetically flowing and moving inwards towards the center, aka the self. Sometimes when you get too close to the sun, your ass gets burnt, but you learn to grab your sunscreen and throw on some fucking sunglasses, okay? Mercury retrograde is simply easing you into and slowing down the process so you don't get burnt to a fucking crisp, okay? You're gonna get a little tan dealing with your own chaotically heated and dramaed out shit, but you're not gonna get burnt to a crisp if you do what the fuck you're supposed to do during Mercury retrograde, or any retrograde for that matter, right? As a sign in the element of fire, the energy of Leo is asking you to take action. In tarot, it's the energy, passion, vitality, creativity, inspiration, ambition, willpower, and transformation, such as like what we see with one of my favorite cards in the suit of wands is the King of Wands, because he has this vision, this passion. He can see everything so clearly. And again, Mercury retrograde is just slowing things down for you to deal with the nuts and bolts of what's keeping you stuck and keeping you from being able to move forward and progress in the way in which you want to, okay? So Leo energy is very much so loud and in your face, and I'm the star and I'm running the show type energy. Yes, there will always be nuances to the way this energy is expressed based on your own energy and how it's wired. But in the same breath, for better or for worse, which is subjective, by the way, okay, Leo energy as a presence can be very intimidating, overwhelming, especially when you're not used to it, or it shows up in an area of life or in specific ways that you're not used to or may not have even been prepared for. Last Mercury retrograde happened in let me see, I think that was back in March. March 15th through the 7th of April, and it was happening in the signs. It started in the sign of Aries and then ended in the signs of Pisces. And the big theme for me at the time was grief, dealing with grief, being able to assert myself more and be more forthright and upcoming about the grief that I was experiencing instead of trying to hide it and only deal with it behind closed door. Like, it was just a lot of shit that was going on, right? Like, my point is, Mercury retrograde isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. So it's about self-reflection, shadow work, and shadow work integration. 3 very necessary processes for your soul's vessel, aka the body, to do maintenance and repair. Stop fucking blaming Mercury retrograde for all of your damn problems. If you don't know how to navigate the emotional stress, your own self-discovery, shadow work, and or the changes that come along with your own personal growth and transformation, then just fucking say that, okay? There are plenty of tools and resources here to support you. I've already given you one down in the show notes. It's called the Promise Journal, which helps you relieve all of that mental and emotional stress and cultivate more inner calm, balance, and emotional stability for yourself. You can find it in the link below in the show notes, or visit my offers page using my link in bio if you're listening to this on Substack, Instagram, wherever, right? There's also my audio course, Thriving in the Shadows. Like, you got a lot of options. It's up to you to take accountability for your own mental and emotional well-being and use them, just like your ass is sitting here choosing to use astrology to freak the fuck out and panic. You can just as easily use astrology for self-discovery, to find inner calm and enhance your quality of life. The sooner you quit playing possum and running away from your problems, the sooner you can get back to enjoying life, being creative, and having all the fun Leo energy is here to share and cultivate with you, okay? Again, the link for Thriving in the Shadows as well as the Promise Journal are listed for you below in the show notes. It has been a phenomenal pleasure as always, and I will catch you in the next episode. Bye, love. Thanks so much for listening to Journey to Self, your #1 resource for emotional wellness and self-discovery, helping you learn how to adapt and overcome. Scroll down, press play, and meet me in the next episode. Bye, love.